All right, guys. I hope this is working because we're using somebody else's phone.
We're using the Android, y'all, and I think it looks pretty good.
I think it's giving me a better color.
It's giving me a little.
I don't
bit
look
of
so
a-
washed out.
Well, I like this. It's
Ooh, I
really-
love it when you do your hair like that.
Me too.
Happy March 18th,
Happy March 18th, guys.
which means
a couple days ago, or there goes St. Patrick's Day.
yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, not a couple days ago.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I hope
people.
everybody had a nice one.
Yes.
Which I don't even really know why we celebrate that.
I used to know and I forgot. It's a guy. He did
Yeah.
something.
He did something neat, and I don't even think Patrick was Irish, right?
I know he was Christian.
St. Patrick was Irish, yeah, something. But we should probably know, but it's not like Christmas or Easter.
Comment in the section below and let
If
us
you know and educate us. I had somebody
Please.
send me a lot of information about the number 11 last week.
Really?
Yeah,
What did
yeah.
they say?
Well, I can't remember it now,
Okay.
but you sent it to me, and we are grateful.
Yes.
I also want to give a big shout out to my friend in Florida. His name is Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Joe, what's up?
Joe watches us every Tuesday morning.
We love you for that, Joe.
Yes, we do. And Joe,
Thank
tell
you.
all your friends about us.
Yeah.
And make sure your wife and friends are subscribing.
Yes.
We're up to 55 subscribers.
That's huge.
And we average about a little over 100 views per episode. Although last week was really low and she was...
I was freaking out about it. I was.
She was sad. She
Ah.
was upset.
I was trying to get him to be on the freak out train with me, and he just wouldn't do it.
No, because we're having fun.
We are. We having a
And I'm enjoying this.
Me too.
And I'm so proud of my co-host wearing a Beetlejuice shirt.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna join the movie shirt crew.
Ooh.
Yeah. Next week it could be anything.
Like, I'm a trendsetter.
You are. You're
I
setting
am
the
a
trends,
trendsetter.
baby.
You know, when I was younger, I used to wear 2 different color Converse.
Oh gosh, you were that guy.
I was the guy
I
who would
hate
wear
that
like a
style,
purple
but I bet
one
it
and a
was cool.
green one. I had every color Converse in the world, and I thought I was going to make a fashion statement or trend, and it was going to be a fad. And I don't think I ever saw anybody else do it but me.
I knew a girl.
She did it?
She used to always wear different color Saucony's. You remember Saucony?
I have no idea what a Saucony
Oh,
is.
Saucony was huge in like 99, 2000.
Like, what is it? Is it a shoe?
It's a tennis shoe.
Never.
and it had these,
like the running shoe.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that. You know what? I've seen it. I never heard it said out loud.
Oh, really? It's Saucony.
Because people don't run around saying, "Hey, how you doing? You got some new Sauconys now?" It's just not something
They
people
used to
talk
back
about.
in the day. They don't do it no more.
Nobody has ever brought up the word Saucony to me in a conversation. But hey, guess what? It happened today, and it's live.
Saucony's.
Ah.
Get into it.
Guys, let me tell you something. This episode, a lot of drama. We kept trying to do it on my phone, and it wouldn't work. So we're using Ivy's phone today.
The Android.
And yeah, so this is like our 4th take.
It is.
And every take is new.
And it's just as good as the last one.
Oh, we
if
get
I may
better and
say
better.
myself.
We get better and better.
We do. We like fine wine.
I hope y'all. I hope y'all follow us when we are internationally famous.
Please.
Please.
Carisha, please.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about pet peeves.
Ooh, do you have any pet peeves?
Do I have that pet peeve? I've got more pet peeves. I've got more issues than People Magazine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay.
That's a lie.
Okay, I'm not going to lie
Let's
about
get
that.
into it then.
But my biggest one happened to me just the other day.
Okay.
I was at the Lowe's Foods.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, let me explain something to you. Food Lion has done a terrible thing.
What they did?
They
I love Food
discontinued
Lion.
their Friendly's version of Butter Crunch ice cream.
Uh-oh.
Whoever made that decision, I resent you. Just like I resent the person who discontinued Great Pop-Tarts.
Oh, no way.
And I've never gotten over when you guys made the Crunch Berries and Captain Crunch blue.
Oh,
They were always red my whole childhood, and then one day they're blue. And I've never
just
liked
threw
it.
them off.
And I don't eat them anymore.
Okay. What's your pet peeve?
But my pet peeve is, so I'm at the Lowe's.
Okay.
I'm going into the Lowe's to get Bluebell Butter
Uh-huh.
Crunch because I found out looking up on the internet computer
Mm-hmm.
that it's there and I could go get it.
Okay.
And I'm pulling in, and there's like no spaces, but this guy gets in this truck. It's this huge black truck, Dodge, Ford, whatever it is, right?
Uh-huh.
Very manly car. Okay.
Yes.
And what does the dude do? He gets in his car. So I stop and put on my blinker, making it very clear that I'm going to take his space once he moves.
Okay.
What does this dude do?
Well, he did.
He did everything except move the car. He did everything. He was primping. I don't know what he was doing. It was like he was prepping the Batmobile.
Listen, that's how
I'm
I
like,
be.
dude, get out of the spot.
I'm guilty of it.
Go somewhere. Go.
You gotta check your makeup. I clean up the car a little bit, you know.
This
I
guy
text
did-
people.
Oh, this guy, he's by himself. I don't know what he was doing because, like, when he got in the car, he didn't even have that much stuff.
Oh, he just was taking his time.
Folks, when people, okay, when you get in your car, especially when it's busy and there's no parking places, go.
Just
go.
get in your car
Get
and
home.
go. Just
Do
go.
whatever you have to do at home. Do it on your
go.
couch, not in your car.
That's a pet peeve.
That drives me nutso.
Oh,
Nutso.
okay, I have one.
Oh,
Mine is weird.
I don't doubt that.
Okay, so there's a little backstory. I was at my friend Tia's
Don't
house
doubt
when I
that,
was a
it's
little
weird.
kid.
Okay, Tia?
Tia, and we would. I don't know why we were in her brother's room, but her brother had a white sock. It was dirty, and it was on a book, and it made my skin crawl. So I threw something over the sock into his room.
Okay,
From
baby.
that day on, I don't like white socks. Hate them. I completely banned white socks in my house. Nobody wears white socks. I don't like the way the dirt looks on them.
Just want y'all to know, because I'm such a clean freak in my house, there is my black sock. I only wear black socks.
I probably wouldn't be here if he had white socks on. To be honest
on the
with you.
floor.
I don't like, so that's my pet peeve. It's weird. I don't like the sight of white, dirty socks. Oh my gosh. Get it away from me. Ick.
That's fascinating. You know something else that's a pet peeve of mine?
What?
If you open a box of cereal,
Uh-huh.
put it in the refrigerator.
Excuse me?
Put it in the refrigerator, and I'll tell you why.
Mm.
Because when I lived in Haiti, okay, as a little boy I lived in Haiti,
Uh-huh.
and bugs would get in the cereal.
Ah.
And I don't know how they would do it. It's not like we lived in poverty or anything over there, but they would always somehow get in the cereal.
I got you.
And on more than one occasion, as a little boy, I'm eating my Cocoa Pebbles or something delicious,
Uh-huh.
and then I realize something's in there swimming.
Oh.
And that has happened a few times. So we started keeping the cereal in the refrigerator,
Uh-huh.
and now, like, it drives me nutty if it's not in the refrigerator. Like, I can't eat it.
Okay.
In fact,
so I'm
I-
just gonna assume that those boxes are not opened.
The ones that are on top of my refrigerator have not been opened, but if you
Okay.
look into my refrigerator, it's like an episode of Seinfeld, although my cereal's in the...
Okay.
in fact, just a couple weeks ago, I was looking for a specific cereal. Maybe it was Frosted Flakes with marshmallows, which I think is being discontinued. Because I love marshmallows in my cereal. Is that a bad thing?
It's
Is that
so
weird?
weird. It's like a weird on your teeth.
I just
It's like
love
slides
it.
or something.
I love it.
Okay, no
Um,
judgment.
You can tell I'm a health food
Right.
nut, right? But anyway, and I left the box on the counter. The next morning, I noticed it.
Okay.
Had to go in the garbage. I'd only have one bowl, maybe two, out of that box.
I would have been like, if you don't
Drives-
get that, if you don't
drives
get
me
that
crazy.
cereal out of that dang old trash can right now. That's what I would have said.
It's gone.
Okay, I got a pet peeve.
Oh,
Babies with no socks or shoes on their feet. I can't stand it. When you're out and about and you see the parents, and like today it was kind of cold, and the guy, he's got on a coat. The baby got a coat on, bare feet. I was just like, oh my God. I wanted to roll that window down, but when I was at school, I wasn't going to be the black angry mom. I wanted to say, you don't put some socks on my friend's feet. Oh
okay.
my gosh.
I'm gonna defend the parents on this one. I'm gonna defend parents. I'm coming to your aid.
Oh, let's hear
Okay.
this. I want to hear this.
My son Mac, macaroni and cheese, Big Mac, Mac Attack, Mac, when he was little,
Uh-huh.
I don't care what you put on that boy. He used to love to take his shoes and socks off. And when he would get home, he would strip down to his underwear. He did not like clothes on when he was little.
Okay.
I remember every chance he got.
Okay.
And it would be so aggravating because you'd go somewhere
Uh-huh.
and then guess what? I'm the guy in the parking spot who's not moving because I'm putting shoes and socks back on my son.
Oh,
It happened
you're
all
the
the
guy
time.
with the one shoe, and you're like, you see this one shoe, and you're like, somebody kicked their shoe off. They left the baby's shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
okay. All right.
right.
I still think it's weird. Whatever. I
And-
won't judge, but put some shoes
No.
on my friend's feet.
She was judging. Just want you to know that was a lie. Okay, we're trying to keep a Christian show
Some
here
shoes
with
on,
honesty,
some
with love,
socks.
with truth.
And my style icon, Kimora Lee Simmons, in her book, Fabulosity, What It Is and How to Obtain It. I've read it twice. She mentioned also how tacky it is to have your babies out with no socks or shoes on.
Speaking of babies, let me ask you a question. I was going to ask you this a couple weeks ago. By the way, this is episode 7. Good morning, Joe. Thanks for following us. I was going to ask you a question. Do you think honesty is the best policy?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, that was one of my pet peeves.
I disagree.
What?
I don't think honesty is always the best
I
policy.
do.
No.
I think if you tell the truth, my sister said something about this today. If you tell the truth, what'd she say? You know, people who lie don't like when you ask them a lot of questions. Tell the truth. Be straight up.
Okay, so we were talking about babies.
We was talking about.
We were talking about babies taking their shoes off a minute ago. Have you ever seen an ugly baby? Yes.
Yes.
You've seen some ugly babies.
Yes.
Okay. Now, are you going to go up to that mom and say, "Oh my gosh, congratulations on your son. He looks like a constipated vampire bat." Are you going to say that to the lady? Because
No.
you know you have seen some babies, okay? And you've looked at them and went, "Ooh. Ooh."
I just say, Oh,
I'm going to tell you.
baby.
Now, I have seen some babies that are
I have
ugly.
too.
Okay.
Especially people that airbush you with their baby pictures.
Oh, my
gosh. Show me your ugly baby.
So no,
I'm not gonna
honesty
be
is
like ugly.
honesty is not the best policy. I love this new lighting we have. It's making me look so good.
It's not a bad lighting.
Boom.
That's not bad. It's
yeah,
not bad.
I feel like we're movie stars.
I do too. It's giving that for some reason.
No, I bet our views will be up this week.
You think so?
Yeah, because Joe's going to tell everybody. Joe, I hope you're having a good Tuesday morning.
We love you, Joe.
We love you, Joe.
Joe, our biggest fan.
We have a lot. Those of you that are following us, thank you.
Yes,
Everybody
thank you.
asks me, "What is your podcast about?" The podcast is really about just having a good time.
Yeah.
When I would have bad days, I would always go into Ivy's office. I'd sit in a little chair, and we get a little counseling from her, and sometimes she rebuke me, and
Sometimes.
but we would always end up laughing hysterically.
So funny.
So funny.
Some of my best laughs is with this guy.
And well, I mean, seriously, and
No lie.
and I said to myself, we got to share this with the world.
Yeah.
And so, thank you. A friend of mine was watching this,
Okay.
and
What your friend has said?
she's actually from Haiti, where I grew up.
Okay.
And she said,
Lady in the building.
our chemistry is great, and she couldn't stop watching our episodes.
Yay.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I
Yes.
think we're better than Regis and Kelly.
I don't even know who that is anymore.
Regis and Kelly.
I know who it is, but
Oh.
they're nobody now that we're
I was trying to make
now
you-
that we're the new kids on the block.
Right. Who is
Okay?
them?
They're like forgotten.
Right. We
Okay.
don't even know them.
They're like the 50s. They're gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Bye bye. History.
Bye. Bye.
Benito.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye bye.
Who are some of your heroes?
So many crying. My mom is my hero.
Really?
Really?
I believe that too, because I've listened. Ivy's mom.
Yes.
She has always spoken very highly of you. So
My mom is my hero. Let me tell you a quick story about my mom. She used to work at Hardee's. We lived in the neighborhood. Hardee's was up on the hill. So my mom would come down through the cut. One day my mom had some ice cream and she bust her tail, but she did not drop that ice cream. And when the guys came helping her to the house, she had that ice cream in her hand. And that showed me that my mom was resilient. And she was like, you know what? Life can be tough, but you better hold on to your ice cream. So, and she's always been funny. I feel like I get a lot of my funny chops from my mom. She's always been funny. And so she's my hero. When a hero
Comes
comes along.
along. That's a great story. I can't believe that you made it about ice cream, but that was amazing.
Yeah, she fell again one other time. And she had ice cream. And she held on to her ice cream.
Do you want to know
My mama.
probably from my mother, who in 3 episodes we are going to be interviewing for the
Is that your
Mother's
hero?
Day. She is definitely one of my heroes,
Okay.
and I'll tell you why. Because my mom, okay, she has all these qualities about her, and some of them are challenging. Like when you go out to eat with her, everything's got to be burnt. She
Okay.
will not eat anything unless it is shoe leather. Okay, so you got to send food back over and over again, and that's always been just quite a challenge. But one thing about my mother,
Okay.
and I love this about her, and she is loyal.
Is she?
She is a loyal
Oh, I
person.
love that.
When
That's
she
big to
stands
me.
by you,
That's huge.
it's thick or thin.
Yeah.
It is, I mean, the way she has stood by all of her children,
Yeah.
even if she's mad at us privately, publicly,
Right.
she's got
She's
your
out
back
for her
100%.
kids. My mom's like that too.
And it doesn't, and I mean, let's be honest, as wonderful as I would like to think that I am, there have been many a times
Right.
that she should have probably disowned me. But she is so faithful, and she's like that with her family, and I love that about her.
Oh, we love our mamas.
We do love our moms.
You
I mean, I
remember the
love
Spice
my
Girls
dad.
song, Mama, I love you.
I don't remember that song, but I do remember the Spice Girls movie that I liked.
Oh, I love that.
And that was a great movie. I
it
don't care what
was so
anybody says.
good.
I don't care what anybody says. Speaking of movies, this past summer we saw the sequel to Twister.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Twisters.
We saw Twisters. Yes.
Oh, it was so good.
It wasn't really a sequel. It was kind of like a standalone movie,
Yeah.
and it was the one and only time Ivy was allowed to pick the movie theater. Okay.
Oh my God, what was wrong with the movie theater?
What wasn't wrong with this movie theater? Okay. First of all, it was Africa hot in July.
It was so
I
hot.
am in there sweating.
I felt so bad.
Secondly, the movie was practically, the movie had been out like 2 or 3
It was
weeks.
horrible.
We had to sit on, like, we're on like the second or third row.
And I think I fussed with him about the seating, and then we got to the seating, and it was horrible.
It was terrible. We
Yeah.
were like this the entire film. The entire film. Now, you don't just watch a movie with Ivy, you experience it with her. And that includes her narration.
That's right.
You know, she's like the commentator. So she's got to talk through the whole thing.
I hate that. I'm so sorry.
And she just kept loving that man in the movie. I forget his name. Is his name Chris?
I don't know.
I don't know what his name is.
He was
It's not
good
Bill
looking.
It was not Bill Paxton.
No.
Whom I
'cause
love.
He's dead.
Well, yes, he is.
Died,
God rest
passed
his soul.
away.
But this new guy, he was amazing, and she was loving him. And I have to admit,
He was hot.
he was a gorgeous man.
I just wanted them to kiss. You remember I kept saying, kiss.
She did. She kept
Kiss.
saying that through the whole movie. I'm like, calm down. It's a family
Oh
film.
my God.
But it's one that
And they never kissed.
Guess what just happened?
What?
My David Letterman cards fell on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
Which would mean for me to get down there, I'd have to get out of frame, and that ain't happening, sister.
Don't do it. Don't
The
do
camera
it.
loves us. I'm not going anywhere.
Don't do it.
But definitely, you know, my mom is a hero of mine. My dad is certainly.
Okay.
My dad is somebody that when I call for advice, he is probably the most practical, and especially if it comes to finances. That man knows money inside out, upside down, everything. So he was definitely my stepfather. Eddie has always been a true hero of mine who put up with a lot for me when I was growing up. Shout out to you, but shout out to everybody who's put up with me, because sometimes I have not been a great person.
Shout out to everybody.
I have another.
I don't know that. You're always a great person to me.
Do what now?
You're always a great person to me. So,
Well, I try to be.
yeah.
That reminds me of a story Joe once told me, because good morning, Joe. Joe once said to me, Mark, if somebody I'm going to clean it up a little bit because he used some bad words, and this is a PG show. He said, Mark, if somebody told me you're a great person, I would look at them and say, they're right.
Oh.
But if somebody told me you're a jerk, I'd look at them and say, you're right.
Oh,
That's
okay.
from Joe.
Okay, Joe.
Apparently I do have a little,
Mm-hmm.
rougher side. I don't know.
We all got a rough side.
Yeah.
I have a rough side, actually.
But we work on it.
We do every day.
We work on it.
We do every day.
Yes.
Do you believe in aliens?
Do I believe in aliens?
Yeah. I asked that.
necessarily.
Well, not necessarily.
No, I don't think I do.
Really? So you don't believe in the extraterrestrial? That was a big word.
I don't think so.
Huh. So you don't think all of the story, all of the military sightings of alien? Because I believe I believe in them. I don't know what I believe. I believe something's there, and I think the government may be in on it, and they're not telling. Area 50, what? 54?
51, I think
51.
it was.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is?
What you think?
I think it's either angels or demons.
Abducting people?
Well, I mean,
It's a coincidence to me.
I don't
Interesting.
necessarily believe. No, I'm not saying that there can't be other life forms out there, because God is God, and there's no telling what else He has created.
Because He created this world. It's so interesting. The solar systems and
but
everything.
I don't necessarily believe in aliens.
Okay. Any of y'all believe in aliens? Aliens? Am I the only one? Because of the drone sighting.
Tell us on episode 7.
I said
7.
that because people during those drone sightings, they didn't know like what the drones were. You remember, drones everywhere. My sister was chasing them around Rocky Mount at one point.
Yeah, but I don't think the drones are aliens.
I think the governments are watching the skies and stuff.
That book, 1984, that said, we'd be watched everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we put the cameras in our pockets on our phone. So, yes, we are being recorded.
Okay.
Everywhere, Like right now, somebody in the government, hey, we're nice people, but you're watching us.
You think they're watching us?
I know they're watching us.
Check out Mark's book. It's really good.
That was an amazing plug.
Wasn't it?
That was an amazing plug.
Get into that.
I want
It could be the New York Times bestseller next week. If it is,
yes. If you haven't bought the book, buy the book. Just let's make those sales go through the roof, so I don't have to have any other job but podcasting and writing.
That's right.
Real quick, I want to mention another hero of mine. You'll never guess who it is.
Me.
Well, you are.
Okay.
My mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law, Teresa.
You've talked highly of her before.
I do, yeah, because she has influenced my daughter greater, I think, than any of the adults in her life. And my daughter listens to her. And let's be honest, guys. I was an alcoholic. There was a time, and sometimes that time is still, I was extremely arrogant, which is kind of amazing for somebody who's so unaccomplished. But I've not always been a great person, and I won't always be a great person. But Teresa has always been consistent in what she believes, and she can make these little meatloaf balls or something.
Oh, she can cook.
Oh, she can cook.
Oh, good.
She could cook. She
Nice.
could cook. But the way when I hear my daughter speak of her,
Love, respect, admiration.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And that really, really, it has affected me spiritually. It has encouraged me.
Yeah.
I also love a gentleman by the name of John Lynch, whose new book, Ground Zero, has just come out. I ordered my copy. If you've never read John Lynch, look him up. He's fantastic. I like Brennan Manning, by the way.
Okay.
He was a man of God who was also an alcoholic. And his life story and his writings about grace are some of the best I have ever encountered.
Wow. Well, I have another hero. My sisters are my hero too. I love them so much.
Yes.
They one lives in Florida. My other sister's in Rocky Mount. Shout out to my sisters Melody and Sharita. They are my heroes. They're so funny and they always encourage me. They're always there for me, and I just love them so much. So
That's awesome. Did they know
Yeah.
about me? Have you talked to them about
they
me?
know about you. They watch the podcast.
Do they
have
watch the podcast?
notes
Hi,
and-
sisters.
Yeah,
Hi,
they're
sisters.
really good people. I love
Can't
them.
wait to meet you, sisters.
We used to bicker so much, but as I got older, I realized that like I need my sisters, and so
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a bond in siblings that you're never gonna have
yeah,
with other people,
so true.
and I think
So,
that's because you grew up in the same situation.
yeah,
You know, good or bad, you understand the
That's
dynamic of
right.
people.
That's
you know,
right.
I think because I look at my childhood friends
Mm-hmm.
and I think, man, they know me in a way other people don't.
I get that.
You know, and I
Okay.
love that, guys. We are out of time this week.
We're out
It's
of
our longest
time.
episode.
That's
Please subscribe. Have your friends subscribe.
Yes.
When your postman drops off your mail, let him know about us.
Right.
Bless him. Bless him.
That's
with the
right.
funny folks.
Yeah.
We love you.
We do. We
And
really love you guys.
we appreciate you, Joe. Have a wonderful day.
We love you, Joe. We gotta
Susan, we haven't forgotten about you.
Susan and Joe, we gotta send them something.
We do.
We gotta make like a
Susan-
T-shirt or
Susan,
a hat.
Susan is helping us come up with a business card that we can give out with our podcast.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Susan.
Yes.
We love that.
We love that.
Yeah.
3 more episodes, and it'll be talking to my mama, who's going to be just singing my praises. So, how could you? Actually, you never know what my mom is going to say.
Mm.
But she's excited about it. She's already prepping. She's
Oh.
already doing her scripting and asking me
Okay.
questions.
Good.
So,
Good. We're gonna. The mom's episode's gonna be amazing.
2, yes.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
10 and 11 going to be mom in honor of Mother's Day,
Yep.
and then maybe in June we can do dads or something.
I know my daddy passed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we'll do my dad twice.
Okay.
Just throwing it out
Do I
there.
have a daddy figure?
Huh?
No. No.
I have some jokes about daddy issues, but anyway.
Okay.
Hey, I still don't have